Again to everyone, I am the farmer, Mr. D'S Nursery Farm, and I'm coming with this video to show you, which you are looking at now, a cucumber in a cabbage in a bag. And this video will be really pertinent to in the country, trial and state of which I live, which is Grenada. And anyone seeing this from any part of the world, it's going to be a very good benefit for you for what I'm coming with a new way, a new method of farming. And I want you to look at it very carefully and take it into consideration if you doesn't have the plot available for you. So this here is a bag, which is a potting bag, as you can see. And in that potting bag, there is an actual cabbage, right? So I'm not going to show you that this is fake. So I'm going to raise up you see I'm raising up the cabbage and the bag is not falling off. And underneath it you can see that there is roots, right? So I'm coming with this to the Mr. D'S Nursery Farm really wants to make an impact, a benefit on the farmers. And not only the farmers, we are looking also for the persons who really interested in farming and who doesn't have the availability of land. And you may say to yourself that I don't got the land, I don't got the space, and you don't must do farming on a large scale, you don't must have farming to sell vegetables at a large scale, as I was saying. But you can stick a two vegetable in your backyard for your little kitchen garden. But sometimes you have the house but you don't got the land. So I've done my research and I've come up with an idea in which you can grow cabbages in potting bags with the same soil from the earth, or you can get your organic soil, you can mix it with your pen manure or whatever manure you have, or you can use old rotten dust for organic, but it's not really safe to use it. So I would say you use the dust and you can buy a few of the 2020 fertilizer, which is the fine one, the grind one, and you can dissolve it in water and wet your plants. And you can do cabbages, you can do cucumbers, you can do bok choys in that same potting bag. And if you want to do tomatoes, well, I may have to make another video to show you what requires tomatoes, because the potting bag is a little bit too small for the tomatoes. So I'm bringing this to you for persons who really wants to have vegetables and sometimes you don't have the money to buy it. And you may think going to the market and the amount of money to purchase it, and you may say you don't got lands, and you may think that that's all for you. But I'm telling you, there is a way you can figure this out. And I have done it myself. And I've got cucumbers in my other videos earlier on. I have had videos showing that cucumbers that grown in potting bags and actually bear fruits. And I'm going to make another video if anyone recommend it on the channel. I can do so. So I'm coming to the trial and state again by saying now is the raining time, the raining season here in my trial and state Grenada, and now is the time the farmers tend to plant, because you get a very good ease up where you can just plant your crops and then you can just allow the rain to just come through and do its job. So if you are looking into farming and you don't got the place, you don't got the availability of lands, you don't need no big set of lands. Look, my nursery is not that big, it's just the camera maybe looking a little bit, showing the footage a little bit longer, but it's a small space I have. And you can see on the side here I have cabbages in that same bags, which is actually growing. I've harvested a few from those and I'm still continuing to harvest. And I have this one here, I sold from it, and I'm telling you, it's gonna really pay you off as a kitchen garden farmer. You don't need no big set of land, no big set of space, so you can do your little veggies like cabbage, lettuce, cucumbers, bok choys. And as I said, I will bring back another video with the tomatoes. You may even do salad peppers, but I got to do a little bit more research on it. So that's what the Mr. D'S Nursery Farm is coming. We are coming to help farmers, to not only farmers, but farmers also, in a way that even if you want to start small and you may looking for land, don't look for land, You can go by the side of the road, you can see some dust, you know. I don't think no one will gonna charge you for just taking a few dust and putting some pots in bags. And then you can just purchase a few plants at the Mr. D'S Nursery farm. And if you want also, the Mr. D'S Nursery farm can also do this stuff for you. You can drop the bags and you can collect the bags the same day. You can drop the bags and we can plant it off in the bag for you, give it the fertilizing, and you are going to carry back it home. But if you have the understanding and you can do it for yourself, then you can just come to Mr. D'S Nursery farm, purchase the plants, and you can just buy your pot in bags, and you can just only even line it up on the side of your veranda or on the outside, which you can get water for when the rain fall. Or if you don't want to water, you can get actually a drum. You can cut it very low to the bottom base, or anything flat what can hold a little bit of water, even if it's like 2 or 3 centimeters of water. Just put on the bag in it and the roots are going to absorb the water by itself. So the Mr. D'S Nursery farm is coming with a very good way to help others who are engaging in farming and you don't have the lands. And I'm telling you, this is really paying off for me good, because I used to do cucumbers on a large scale, and I'm telling you, really, the cucumbers from the earth, sometimes the soil is being used that so much that it weakens the fertility of the soil, and you have to get manure and fertilizing and all those stuff. But when you put it in the bag and you give it a fertilizer, it holds it in there, because remember, the soil, the earth is not big. And the worst thing is if you fertilize and then the rain wash the fertilizer away from the plant. According to if your vegetative plant is on a slope, the fertilizer will actually run down the slope. So sometimes your plants don't get the actual fertilizer it needs. So when it's in the potting bag, the potting bag has just enough soil for the plant and for the fertilizer to store and to build up, and sometimes you can plant in that same potting bag over and over, because according to the fertilizer you use, it don't really dissolve easily. It may have a few bacteria left. So you can contact the Mr. D'S Nursery farm. I'm going to put my number there, and you can tell us how do you feel about this video, and if you want more video, I can actually do that. So yeah.